49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Throwing to the outside.
For 28 yards.
We keep throwing that ball to the outside.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete.
Why got Isaiah Simmons get middle linebacker?
Right near the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
Who did this
First and 10.
Say what?
I said, who did the roster?
Shit, some dude online.
Because Isaiah Simmons, because they got Isaiah Simmons in middle linebacker, and he's supposed to be a safety. On the default roster, he's a safety. Let me check this shit. All the other dudes on there, he's a safety. Yeah, he's a safety. They got him in middle linebacker.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
The option pitch on me. And a bitch.
Touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
That motherfucker took some time to develop,
That
too.
option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL.
I don't see that too much. He caught me off guard with that one.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete.
Fuck,
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead,
damn, he dropped that motherfucker.
They get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Darnold down to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on to 3rd down.
Yeah, go ahead.
We saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run with Coleman on first down and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
That's the
49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
I'll be back.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need.
Who is that? Dino?
It's going to be second and goal.
Was that Dino?
Coming up on second and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on that one, and it's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
Was that Dino popped in here?
Some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Bell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on second and 3. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold. It's complete. It's good. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Eric Armstead brought him down. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Darnold.
18-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
49ers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo again. This is Coleman with the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tevin Coleman.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeout. Second and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up
ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Jets 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A screen to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I can hear you. Yeah, we dominate today.
Throwing again is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
57 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. 57. 57 to Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Darnold on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. call that a very strong gain of 24.
Goal to go.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. A gain of 9 there, sets up second and goal.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder, 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot, one of the niftier receivers in the league.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Niners 21, Jets 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31. 21, 21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, San Francisco.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Jets 14. Robbie
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Darnold's pass intended for Brashad Perriman. Incomplete. Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. There's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Complete to Deshaun
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
49er 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 30.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. 13. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Jets 14. Robbie Gould to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll give this to Bell, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. At the shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st down 49ers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Number 20.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20. Come to my work. We want it. Come on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. 14. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column. Darnold, he lost the football. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Niners 52.
A big offense. The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.